Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace.
Hey, fellow travelers, I have a message to share. I was working with this deck, Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle by Dr. Stephen Farmer, and these cards came out. Dandelion, speaking of healing, and Moon, speaking of cycles. And it's very interesting what the book was saying about the dandelion is that primarily we see it as a stubborn, annoying weed that we have to try to obliterate. But we're completely overlooking its healing, medicinal, beneficial qualities that it has. And the moon, speaking of the cycles, how it goes from dark to light to dark again. And that has absolutely no indication that you're doing something right or wrong. It's just the phases of the moon. Just like, phases in life of, we have times of activity and then there should be times of rest, right? In agriculture, time when you reap and a time when you sow first and then you reap later, so all the cycles and encouraging me to, rather than try to figure things out or rely on the human mind, to partner with the divine. And I've been doing that, for instance, with the healing. The last week and a half, I keep having cold sores popping up. I do not know why. And I mean every day. I beat one back and stop it in its tracks, and two more start popping up. And I go after those, and four more come up. And so obviously, I mean, it's so ridiculous that there's nothing I can ascribe it to, right? With the human mind. Oh, this is why I'm getting it. There's nothing in the human realm that's making any sense. And so I've just been turning to the divine. What do I need to learn from this? What is this trying to point out to me? What is there for me to let go of, to remember, whatever? And so it's, both of these are speaking to turning to the divine, to, the human, we're taught such a limited, one-sided, like, most of us are taught just, the dandelion's a weed. Well, it's also got more than that. In the human experience, hundreds, thousands of years ago, as the moon was waning, we've displeased the gods, or, oh my goodness, the superstition around an eclipse, right? And so both of these are encouraging me to zoom out, as it were, to really pull ourselves up into a divine perspective and a divine partnership. What can we learn? What can we see? And the other deck that I was called to look at today was the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Linn. And this card came from there. Let's see if I can keep these about. Okay, get that moved over. Spirit Guardian of Winter, Retreat. And what they said to me when I saw this is, you see how this is completely encased in a bubble. And it's protected, right? You can see a complete delineation. And even though there's snow and it's winter, it's a warm-looking scene. In this cabin, it's glowing with light and warmth, right? And what they said to me is, go into the divine bubble. Wrap ourselves in the divine. When we have problems arise, when the darkness comes, when there's something that we need healed physically, mentally, emotionally. And rather than just turning to our training, because even if the human stuff we've been taught, which does have value, I'm not trying to, discount it. But honestly, we are usually in most cases of most things, taught only one side of it, aren't we? Like, oh, that's what we got to be getting rid of. How many of us were taught as children the beneficial parts of a dandelion? And so I know from my upbringing, I wasn't raised to be introspective and meditative. I wish I had been. But it's reminding us again, that's the place where healing happens. That darkness isn't bad. It's just a phase, and to go within and what is there for me to gain here. Sometimes it's rest. Sometimes I don't necessarily mean darkness as heaviness and problem, but maybe it means quiet, silence. Right? When there's more light, you maybe are more distracted by things you see. It may be in the dark, you're not as distracted. That's a lot of why we close our eyes for meditation, right? So anyhow, the whole message kept coming back to this. Get yourself inside that divine bubble with your divine partners. And find out what the message is, because it's not always the same. You could have the same issue somebody else has, but what there is for you to learn from it might be different in a small way, in a large way, from somebody else. So anyhow, I hope that inspired you. I hope that helped you. It definitely helped me. I was already in the asking, what do I need to learn to do? But I have to admit, it gets me when a quote-unquote problem arises in my life. I start going dark. I start going down that old path of, I've done something wrong. I don't have it right yet. And no, it's just, we're going to keep having these phases happen forever until the day we transition back to heaven. It doesn't mean we've done anything wrong. It just means it's an opportunity to learn, to remember, to step up to a next level, to rest, to go within. It's always the opportunity to go within and heal ourselves to an even greater level in every dimension. And as always, the fastest, the easiest way is through breath work. Access the divine, to get into that bubble. And as you breathe in slowly and fully, filling your whole body from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. And feel your whole body expand out in every direction and crack the shell of limitation. And then exhale slowly and gently to that same count, letting those pieces fall away. And inhale that same way again, slowly and gently, counting as you go. Fill your entire body and feel yourself push your cells out until every single cell in your body has room around it to dance and move freely. And exhale slowly and gently to the same count, relaxing your muscles as you do. And inhale again slowly and gently, counting as you go. And feel the air passing through all those spaces you just created in you. Blowing through and blowing away all the residue and stuff that was stuck. And exhale slowly and gently to the same count, releasing everything that is not divine. And now you can just focus on breathing fully into your chest and belly, fully filling and expanding your chest and belly as you breathe, trying to learn that as the new normal way. And breathe past any impulse to close off or shut down as you inhale. Remain open, taking in, receiving all the beauty and bounty heaven is pouring your way as you inhale. And spread that out farther and release everything not divine as you exhale. And you keep practicing that as many times a day as you think of it. And you'll see your life transform. because it doesn't have to have closed eyes. You can do it with closed eyes if you're able, but heck, you don't need to. You could do it driving, in a meeting, cooking, anytime, anywhere, and transform your life. And until next time, keep shining your light.
I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.